hilarious.
We're at 2 men. Little throwback, I guess we could call it.
Dude,
little throwback podcast.
It's been what, like a month at least?
Yeah.
Well, ever since since the season started, we've only been us and Nate.
Yeah. Nate's Wi-Fi is not cooperating, so he may jump in, he may not. But we get a little throwback to the original Flight Deck
his Wi-Fi
podcast.
is fist fighting him, and he's losing.
Yeah, Nate is not winning this battle right now. So we got me and Connor. And welcome back to Flight Deck Podcast. I didn't really mention that. I don't mention that enough, I don't think. But whatever.
You never do, and I'm just like, hey.
It is what it is. If you've clicked on the podcast, you already know what you're listening to. I don't think I need to tell you, but you're here. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. The Jays had when was the last time we podcasted? Was that after the Boston series? I can't. It was
after the Boston series. Yes.
After the Boston series, before the Pittsburgh series.
Yes.
So we only really have the Pittsburgh series. However, we do have our impact players of the week. Unfortunately, Nate was first. So he's going to struggle to go through his pick. He did give his pick before he left, before his Wi-Fi went bananas. He did take Bichette. I didn't look up anything on Bichette, so I don't have any background on what Bichette did for the week. This is for the Boston series and the Pittsburgh series?
Yes, I could do the quick Googles or baseball referencing.
That would be great. Bichette, I want to talk about a little later because Bichette has been buzzing for the entire season right now. Offensively, defensively, everything looks great. I don't know what this week looked like for Bichette. I know he had the 5-hit game in there.
So in this week, Bichette is batting .379 with a .438 on base and a .586 slugging for a 1.04 OPS. 1 home run, 4 RBIs. He's 11 for 29. 3 walks and 6 strikeouts.
And I know this doesn't really matter because it was today and you didn't see it, but Bichette continued his hot streak.
I did see that he had 2 hits.
Perfect. One was a rocket of a double.
Okay.
And the other was a tank.
That's good.
So Bichette has looked great. He also is in May. He leads all major leaguers with hits over 95 miles an hour. And I think that was before his double or before his homer. So he's added 1 or 2 more at least. He had at the time he had 24 hits and 20 of them were over 95 miles an hour. So Bichette is on everything right now. So that's not a bad pick from Nate. I respect it. Connor, you got second, and I'm really hoping you don't take my guy.
Is your guy a pitcher?
No, he's not.
What side of does he play up the middle of the field?
I'm not. No, you just pick and I'll react accordingly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man played 4 games this week.
Okay.
In 2 of those games, he didn't get a single hit. Nice. But when he did get hits, actually, no, one of those games he didn't get a hit. The other one he had 1 hit. But when he did, he raised his average and he raised his OPS from a 509 to a 679. I'm taking Brandon Belt.
Okay. I honestly, what did Belt do this week? I didn't really.
He went 6 for 12.
Okay.
3 doubles, 2 RBIs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 500. I don't know, 500 on base, 500 batting average, 600 on base, 750 slug for a 1350 OPS. So,
okay. Not bad.
Also, I feel like now's as good a time as any because I did put this in the run sheet. But if I told you Brandon Belt's stats since April 11th, which was his 6th game, what do you think his OPS would be?
Give me 685.
Well, not included. Did Brandon Belt play today?
Brandon Belt did play today.
Okay, so excluding the Phillies game, since April 11th, which was his 6th game, Brandon Belt is 313, 400, 500 for a 900. He had 900 OPS, 7 extra base hits, and a 12% walk percentage.
Okay,
a 393 weighted on base average.
Okay,
Brandon Belt's just kind of been
quietly better than what that first week was.
Better, like that week does not a player make.
No,
but it's been pretty good.
No, yeah, that's fair. Brandon Belt went 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Okay, so it didn't help your case. However, good week last week, and that's all we really
doesn't count this week.
Yes, not bad. I respect that pick. was not thinking that. You didn't take my guy. I'm okay.
Okay.
Because my guy should have been the first overall pick, and I don't know how he landed in my lap. Dalton Varsho had the biggest week he's ever had as a Blue Jay so far. And he just snuck right into my lap. I don't have the full 7-game thing because this first game he went over, which whatever. He had a walk.
I'm actually very irritated that I didn't take Dalton Varsho.
Yeah,
that you said
that's a tough one. The last 6 games of the week, so 6 of the 7 games in the week, he hit 458, 462 with a 958 slug. 3 bombs, 3 doubles, 9 ribbies. In those 6 games, he had 5 multi-hit games.
Did you say 9?
958 slug in 6 games. Yes, he hit everything. He had 5 2-hit games.
I mean, yeah, in the week he raised his OPS from 572 to 732. Like,
dude, he was doing it. Obviously, the big thing with Dalton Varsho was his defense, and the offense is just a bonus. And he gave it to us, and it was a bonus week.
It was in the final game of the Pittsburgh series. First Blue Jay to get it in the Allegheny.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it? 14 people? 14? No. What was the number all time? It wasn't that many.
I feel like
I don't know if you have it down here somewhere.
I don't think I do.
Maybe.
But I think
maybe not. Yeah, no. He unfortunately, 2 of those home runs came in the Boston series when they really didn't matter at the end of the day. At the time they did, but by the end of the game, they no longer mattered. However, Dalton Varsho, crazy week. Got to give him respect when he goes off like that. You love the defense out of him every day of the week. You'll love it even more when you can do that with the bat. He got pinch hit for it today. And I know you didn't see the game, so I don't expect you to have a ton of insight on it, but
I mean, I figured it was against I did hear that it was against Gregory Soto.
Yes. Now, I don't. We'll start with it because why not? We'll come back to the other series. It was a weird game all around for John Schneider tonight. He obviously there were 2 decisions that people seem to be against already. One, I'm with everyone on in the Dalton Varsho being pinch hit for thing. I thought was weird. The other one, Trevor Richards, we'll get to in a bit. Dalton Varsho comes up, bases loaded, 1 out. Gregory Soto on the mound. Obviously, Gregory Soto's wild and left-handed with a weird release, and Varsho isn't that great against lefties. Excuse me, but he knows how to work a count a little bit, and I trust him against a guy that can't throw a strike to save his life. George Springer, on the other hand, isn't healthy right now, not injury-wise, but he's just sick. And he's been sick since Boston, and he didn't start today because he's still feeling under the weather. And it showed in every one of his swings.
Yeah. So for reference, Dalton Varsho this season against lefties, 7 for 27 with a double. He's batting .259 with a .323 on base and only a .296 slug. So
yeah, that's not ideal, but how many walks?
Yeah. Let's see, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts.
So it's not pretty, but I mean, I trust Dalton Varsho on the run that he's on to maybe work a count better than George Springer, who's coming in cold, not feeling the greatest to begin with. And I know it's easy to say in hindsight, but even at the time, I'm like, what? Why is this a thing? Especially because Santiago Espinal had an at-bat earlier in the inning, did not look good. And he hasn't looked good all year long. And like, that's probably the spot where you use Springer. Mm-hmm. But hey, it is what it is. It didn't work out, but that's baseball, whatever. A couple innings later, Trevor Richards comes in to relieve Nate Pearson / Tim Mesa combination that couldn't get out of the inning. Comes in, gets the first guy on a pop-up, I think it was. Don't quote me on that one. Then strikes out the side. I don't know what he was at after his first full inning of work, but I know he finished the game at 27 pitches because he came in for a third inning and walked the first batter, gave up a single, walked the third batter, and then they brought in Swanson. A lot of people are bashing John Schneider for that. I don't think it was the wrong idea to bring Trevor Richards back. And if you listen to who was it? It was Dan and Siddle.
Yeah.
One of them said, as it was happening, they go, "Oh, and Trevor Richards coming back out for another inning." And I think Dan goes, "Well, why wouldn't he?" Which at the time it made perfect sense. His pitch count was low. He's a guy that's supposed to be your designated long man right now because you don't really have one. He should be able to do 2 1/3 in theory. I don't have a problem with him coming back out and doing that. The execution, on the other hand, was not good. Right from the start, I think you kind of knew he didn't have it after the first batter. You're like, okay, he's losing it a bit, but they didn't have a backup plan at that point, and it unraveled in a hurry. And it unraveled even further when Eric Swanson gave up a 2-run double to start the thing. So,
yay.
I don't love it. They're not great. They don't look great now, these decisions from John Schneider, but I think in the moment, I'm not opposed to the second one for sure. And the other one, you could argue it made a little bit of sense with the George Springer one. But yeah.
Okay. I will take your word for it. I'll probably rewatch the game tomorrow because I actually have time.
That might not be the majority opinion. Don't get me wrong.
The John Schneider? No, with John Schneider?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, people are already Charlie Montoya-ing him.
Yeah, it's nuts. I don't get it.
Like,
at some point, we got to accept he's not the guy making these decisions. John Schneider's just there to motivate the boys, I guess. And I think he does a good job of it. We're what, 5th in the majors coming into the day? 3rd in the AL East, but 5th in the majors, if I'm not mistaken.
As far as record.
Nuts.
Which is
absolutely bonkers.
Division realignment when.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was today's game for the most part. Bo Bichette hit 2 balls hard. I do want to talk about Bo Bichette a little bit more.
Yeah, get it.
Is Bo Bichette legitimately vying for a look as an MVP candidate?
I mean, it's crazy when he's going to be he's the Marcus Semien of our MVP situation.
He's going to be
3rd.
Right there with Chappie?
He's going to finish 3rd, and Matt Chapman's going to finish 2nd.
Yeah, it's
insane. It's literally going to be the 2021 MVP race.
I don't really know where to go from. I'm pulling up Bo's, but you're right. I think he could be,
because if Chappie continues the way to play the way he is,
and I don't expect that to happen.
No, I don't expect. But do you expect Bo to?
Yes, which is weird. I do, because he's currently hitting. Where is it here?
It's like
329.
Jesus.
329, but
I think
September of last year, he was hitting like 460.
Okay, that's not going to happen.
So I think we're looking at somewhere in between that and what he was at the beginning of last year, and I think that's where we currently are.
You know, in a weird way, I'm just going to relate this back in any way I can to the 2020 run race. I think Marcus Semien he finished with 70. He was like 270 with 45 home runs, and Vladdy was like 311 with 48. I think Chappie will finish 2nd, but have the Semien stat line.
That makes sense.
I think Bo will be 3rd and have the Vladdy stat line minus the 48 home runs.
Yeah,
like he'll be the 311 with like 26 homers, and Chappie will be 270 with like 35. Like,
Bo Bichette's sitting at 7 homers right now, 22 RBIs, 25 runs in 35 games.
I feel like
pretty good pace.
I feel like he's beating Matt Chapman in home runs right now too.
Maybe. I think Chappie might be at 8.
I just Googled Chappa Man, so that's cool.
Chappa Man.
Chappie's at 5.
I'm not good at math, but he's got a 329, 371, 523. What is 523 plus 371? That is 894. 894. OPS right now. As your shortstop. As your shortstop, Connor.
Yeah, but is he 349, 434, 603?
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's definitely not. You're right. You're right. However, this is repeated success that we've seen out of Bo Bichette in recent history, especially in September of last year.
Yeah, but
I can see this being a thing for the rest of the year. Now with Matt Chapman,
but no. This is something different. We've never seen toe tap Matt Chapman.
That's fair.
We've seen leg kick Matt Chapman.
That's fair.
Toe tap, which surprised you didn't bring this up. That's why Dalton Varsho is so good right now. Is he basically doesn't have a leg kick?
Yep.
He's just toe tapping and going. Like,
that might just be the key to success. Just a quick update on Bo Bichette. Currently 41st percentile in outs above average. How do you do? We're coming back.
He's average. Literally,
He's an average shortstop.
The fact that we are only asking for average shortstop ability out of a shortstop is crazy.
And in fairness, it would be better if he didn't have a shit week to begin the whole thing.
Oh yeah, he was god awful. Is there if there was a minus percentile, Bo was in that.
Yeah, like, I think he was in like the third percentile at the mid-April point, and now we're up to 41. So I'm so excited for this thing to get light red really soon. It'd be cool. Yeah. So cool. I just had that up too. Why did I leave it? Yeah, he's been an average shortstop. He's been an above average to elite contact hitter. And his chase rate is down. For pop.
His K rate is down too.
His everything that should be down is down, and everything that should be up is up. He's been phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can he sustain this? I don't know. But if he does, we're looking at a guy that could be in the MVP race at the end of the year. And I could.
Do you
nothing on his baseball savant page says anything.
It's crazy. It's crazy that I think I said this back in like August before he even started that September run.
Uh-huh.
I said the magical thing of, you know, who the greatest player on the Blue Jays would be? Bo Bichette, if he just learned how to had the discipline of Kevin Biggio, and he does it.
He did it.
He's doing it
and
now.
We're looking at a man on a mission.
Legitimate MVP candidate.
I'm just gonna throw you some numbers here from the baseball savant page of Bo Bichette. One Bosef Bichette here. Average exit velocity, 90th percentile. Maximum exit velocity, 89th percentile. It's not a big guy. It's tough to hit balls. 117. He's not Giancarlo Stanton. I'll give him some slack. Hard hit percentage, 77th. Expected WOBA, 95th. Expected batting average. Take this one in. There's 3 digits in that motherfucker. It's 100.
The expected batting average?
Its expected batting average is 100%.
Okay, the way you said that, I was looking at like the numbers themselves, not
just
the percentiles. I was like,
sorry.
His expected batting average is 1,000.
No. Yeah, no. 3 digits. Expected batting average, 100%. How are you? Expected slug, 92nd percentile. Barrel percentage, not as great, 68. K percentage, 85th percentile. Doesn't strike out a lot.
The fucking no. Here's the one that like confuses me to no end. He's 43rd percentile sprint speed.
Yeah.
He's a below average runner.
Apparently.
2 years
ago,
he's
taken away the running to be an elite hitter.
Okay, if we have the slowest shortstop in the league, but he's like he's a glove wizard now, I'll take it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude.
And just for reference, his chase rate's 18th percentile this year. It was 14th percentile in 2022, and it was 3rd percentile in 2021. So,
I don't want to jinx anything. I just want to say, if you look in the error column, since the first week of the season, there's a round number in Bo Bichette's stat line, if I'm not mistaken, unless he made one in Pittsburgh.
I don't. Currently an outs above average, Bo Bichette.
0.
As opposed to -7 last year, -5. 1. Wait, he was. Excuse me. He was a +1 in 2020.
Yeah, well, it's hard. It's hard. You had to have a couple good weeks to
play. He played 30 games, and fair.
Oh, he got hurt too, right?
Yeah.
So that's whatever.
Also, Bo Bichette's
good defender. Good
defender. Decent. I'm not gonna say good. Decent.
Good defender.
Decent.
Good defender since the first week.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big fat 0.
I believe it.
In the error comment or in the column.
Error comment.
He's making plays.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's making plays look easy. And he's doing exactly what I said he would with this shift and everything gone.
Mm-hmm.
The athleticism is playing, and he looks great. He's somehow figured out how to put throws to first base, knock on all the wood.
I'm ready for him to develop the yips tomorrow because you said that.
Yeah, I know.
I
know. That's why I tried not to say it. But if this is what Bo Bichette's going to be for the rest of the season, defensively, and if he can stay somewhere around this pace, you're looking at arguably the best shortstop in the league for the season.
I mean,
I don't know who else is around there.
You know, if he didn't get injured, I could have easily said my MVP pick.
Corey Seager. Well, He only played for a week, so
he played 11 games,
uh-huh.
and he had a 359 average, a 469 on base, and a 538 slugging.
So slightly better than Bo Bichette, but only played 4 games.
Only played 4 games.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. We're looking at the best shortstop in the league.
But also a -1 outs above average in 11 games.
That's rough. Well, that's where Bo was at, right? Not good. Not good at all.
I mean, for reference, holy shit. Corey Seager in 2022 was a +4.
Mm-hmm.
In 2021, he was a -9. Improvement.
Not bad.
All this to say, Corey, please come back. I need to be right about one thing. Like,
I don't think that's gonna be the one. Yeah. Unreal. We will go back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
A little bit. I think did Pop? Yes. Pop went on the IL before game 1 in Pittsburgh.
Before game 1 in Pittsburgh.
And Jay Jackson came up.
Jay Jackson's
such a cool story. I don't know what story. Maybe I don't know what his thing is, but just like cool. He's such a likable guy.
Yeah.
And
they also like in the broadcast when they're like hyping him up and stuff, they're like, yeah, technically, if we remember, Jay Jackson got released by the Blue Jays because he didn't have there was an opt out in his contract.
Oh, right.
If he didn't make the major league team. And then like 3 days later, they immediately re-signed him to a major league deal and put him on the 40 man. And apparently like there was like half a dozen teams that offered him a deal. And he's like,
he took ours.
Yeah, but you're probably not a winner because he wants to play for a winner. That's the one thing he hasn't done is win a World Series. Like,
that's so cool, man. And Jay Jackson had 1 outing as a Blue Jay.
1 outing,
3 batters.
Yeah,
clean. Not clean. There's not much to write home about right
Big
now.
Smile is Jay Jackson the new W man potentially.
A lot of fun.
Dude.
He looks so happy just to be there and do that. Oh my God!
Wait a minute, we're just getting. Oh, this is gonna be a bitch for you to edit. I can already know.
It's okay.
It's gonna be the. Oh no! Oh, that's
look at that big ugly mug.
It working?
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
your mic
is not plugged
wonky
in.
though.
There we go.
There you
go.
Now
you're good.
Yeah.
Now you're good.
All right.
Welcome in. We're talking about your favorite player on the Blue Jays.
Who's that?
Jay Jackson.
Oh.
We is there anything you wanted to say about Bo Bichette?
Because we
Nope.
were talking.
Nothing.
Look great. Look great.
Okay.
Oh,
all right. Cool.
I was about to
I hyped him up more than you needed to, so we're good.
About to, the fact that I was about to ask if you heard our picks, and I'm like, you fucking hear. Like,
Nope.
well, I'm stupid in hindsight.
Yeah.
I took Brandon Belt.
Mm-hmm. I went with the only correct pick of the 3, and I went with Dalton Varsho. So
debatable.
The guy hit like 415 for the week. 3 homers.
Hey, Brandon Belt hit 500.
5 of the 7 games in the week, he had multi-hit games.
So. This is way zoomed in on my face, and I don't like it. But
yeah, you are very, very close. It's okay.
I switched computers. That's why.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Look at this.
Anything for the boys. This is way in your face.
Thanks, man.
All right. Well, I guess we could get into the series that we didn't actually mention.
Honestly, Nate, you haven't missed a ton. We talked about today's game a little bit. Actually, did you watch today's game? You said.
Yes, sir.
What did you think about both the decisions that were kind of questionable? First being the Springer pinch hit, and then the Richards going too long.
In theory, I think the Springer pinch hit makes sense, but he's coming in cold against Soto, who hums cheddar, and that first swing was real ugly.
Real bad.
And I didn't like it as soon as that happened. So
yeah, me too.
And Varsho's been raking, but I think it makes sense in theory.
Yeah.
Richards gave you 4 great outs. I think you say thank you and sit him on the bench and bring in Swanson. That would have been the 8th, correct? With the clean inning.
7? Either way, it doesn't matter. 7, 8, same thing. The thing I mentioned to Connor earlier was Richards finished this game with only 27 pitches. So coming into that one, I don't know the number, but it couldn't have been any more than like 15. So for the designated long man, I feel like you should be able to go out there and do a little bit more after 15 pitches.
It's a 1-run game I
believe
it was the
It is. And I have brought up numerous times that he is not a high leverage guy, and I get that. But if your job is to be the long man, you should be able to go out and do that. And I think I don't take that away from John Schneider. I think knowing that and knowing what his role is, I think it was fine. It just didn't work. It's all right. Yeah. We talked about Jay Jackson a little bit. Nate and I both missed the Pittsburgh series.
So I gotta.
We're expecting. I hope your back's feeling okay. Carry us through. I know Bassett was good in game 1. That's what the rumor is. Oh, throw it on. Carry us up here.
Barrios was good too, was he not?
They were all good.
All 3 of them were great.
All 3 were good. So, all right. So we get into game 1.
Game 1.
Bassett against Rich Hill. So
Dick Mountain.
Dick Mountain, as you will.
Yep.
Bassett, what can I say? Was good. Fine. Sure. Damn it. Pull up. Please. Thank you, Twitter. Let's get the stat line. 7 innings, no earned runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 5 Ks.
That's a Bassett stat line.
The Chris Bassett stat line.
Right.
George Springer, granted, we talked about how shit his swing looked today.
Mm-hmm.
Looked pretty good in the Pittsburgh series. Had a home run in the game 1.
Right.
Whit Merrifield was a fucking nightmare. 3 stolen bases.
Yeah. That was Springer's 3rd hit in his career in PNC Park. They mentioned that on the broadcast. I was watching at some point because they did mention that he was like 2 for his last. It might not be, maybe not career, but he was like 2 for his last 26 or something like that at PNC Park.
I mean, I feels like he hasn't probably played that much in PNC Park.
No.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Because he was in the AL West and then went to
the
East.
So that would maybe that was career then, because they said, he was 2 for 26 at PNC Park or something around those lines. And he came out and I think he had 2 hits in that game, did he not?
Mm-hmm. I also, going back on I think 2 hits and a homer. But the Whit Merrifield, he had 3 stolen bases. And I can't remember. I think it was Shai DeVita that brought it up on the broadcast. Since Whit's come into the league, he's like 60 plus steals a third. And he's like 92%.
Really?
I want to say I heard earlier in the year it's like the most out of anyone since he came in the league.
Yeah, by and the next, I think there was there was 2 people that have attempted over 30, and he's one of them.
That's crazy.
And he's a 92% clip of going from second to third.
He's not that fast, right?
He's just a really good base runner.
He was when he came up.
Okay.
He's not as fast now, but
no, but he's traded in the speed for just having great jumps and timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, game 1.
He's still 90th percentile in sprint speed.
Yeah, he's still really fast. So he's still pretty fast.
That's quicker than I would have had him at. So that's fair.
But yeah, that was game 1. I don't really know what else to say on this one. It would have been. I'm trying to jog the memories here.
So his first 3 seasons, his average sprint speed was 29 feet per second, then 29.2, 29.1, and then he's basically just been a consistent somewhere between 28.6 and 28.7 since then.
All right, so that's
so realistically, he's been this speed since he was 30 years old, which is crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I mean, that was game 1. There's not much to say. It was a 4-0 game.
Yeah.
I think Jordan came into that game. I believe yes, he did. Pitched a 1-2-3, was fine. Was not a save situation, Brant, and he looked fine.
It was when he came in, wasn't it?
Nope.
And then they picked up another run because he came into relief. No, yes, it was. He came into relief. No. Was it day 2?
That was. I think it was game 2.
Okay, fine.
Actually, no.
No, I don't think he came in game 1.
No, he didn't come in game 1. He didn't come in game. No, I think he came in game 3.
Whatever game he came into, it was a save position.
It was game 3
situation when he came in, and
it was game 3. I remember this because it was 5-1,
right?
And there was 2 guys on with 1 out, and he got Jimmy got pulled and he went in. Mm-hmm. He got the out, and then the Jays scored 5 in the top of the 9th, and it was all right, cool, fine.
Yeah,
so yeah.
So it was a save situation at some point.
Yeah, but in game 1 it wasn't.
Game 1 maybe not.
Nothing. No.
Fine, we'll go against the numbers once.
Yeah,
it happens. Okay. You can have good outings sometimes.
Yeah, you can have bad outings in save situations. Look at the Angels game.
You know what I forgot, Connor? The broom. I brought the broom out for your team. I didn't bring out the broom for my team. Do you have a broom?
What?
Not clean folk. We don't bring.
I have a magical wooden stick in the corner.
Huh.
It's like a tribal stick that I use my hats for.
Nice. I don't think that's gonna sweep up much. Sorry, you talk about game 2.
Let's look at this. my my players alumni bag. Just
Sure.
all right.
That'll
Game
sweep it
2.
up.
Game 2 was Jose Barrios versus Oviedo. I did not know his first name. Blue Jays won 8-2. Jose Barrios went 6 1/3. Went hitless. I mean, he was perfect through 5 1/3. So gave up 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 7 Ks, and a walk.
I listened to part of this game on the radio, and who's the radio guy? Ben Wagner.
Ben Wagner.
How many innings did you say he was perfect through 4?
I think it was at least 4. I think it was at least 4.
I think after the second inning, he's like, and Barrios is perfect. After the third inning, and Barrios is still perfect. After like every inning, I was like, pretty sure
You know what?
this isn't what you're in this scenario.
You're right, because he did that during the shutout too. Because he gave up the I did hear this part on the radio, because he gave up the perfect game on a walk, and then he gave up a hit, and then he got out of that inning without giving up a run, and he goes, the shutout is still intact through 5 or 6 or whatever it was. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, did I just hear that right? And sure enough, they blew it.
Yep.
I hate it. Who does that?
Yeah, and this was the game that just it was for me. It was for me and Brandt. This is the game for me and Brandt, because this is the game where Brandon Belt and Kev Vizio said, here you go. We're gonna be part of this offense too.
Yeah,
I like Belt. What are you talking about? I'm on the Belt train.
No, just in general.
Just in general.
In general.
Oh,
it was actually really funny before the game. Like, if you watch the game and you look at the lineup that got tweeted out before the game, and the amount of people that responded to it or quote tweeted it, just bitching and complaining about the fact that Cav and
Brandon
Belt were both in the lineup.
At the same time.
Oh yeah,
which you had to do, kind of, because
Vlad was out. This is also we didn't bring
that was
Vlad
the first
was
game Vlad got hurt, right?
Yeah, it was wrist soreness. So there's left him out. It's like, it's Pittsburgh, we can beat them. Like,
yeah, so they left them both in, and it was just complaints left, right, and center. And the two of them, I think they ended up going 3 or 4 hits.
Cav had 2 hits. I know Brandon Belt had
2, I think.
2 hits, including an RBI, 2 RBI double.
They were like 4 for 6.
And like they're
like they were not the problem.
It's a good thing when that's what we're complaining about.
Yeah, and
like,
I think
if you don't have bigger things to complain about than Kevin Biggio and Brandon Belt starting a game for you, then
you're 26th and 25th,
right.
man.
Yeah. Another small complaint that people had was like, why is Belt DHing and Cav playing first that game? And I'm like,
because Cav can do it, man.
Because Cav made a couple really good plays in that game at first base. Like,
he's got better fundamentals at first base than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has.
Belt is notoriously like at least solid first baseman, though, is he not?
Yes, he is.
I think
I thought that was a little weird. I don't know if you want to go glove.
It was.
I know. I feel like he was above average at some point. I thought that was just a little strange.
But I feel like the meme of seeing Kevin Biggio DH next to the DH would have been hilarious. Like,
I think that's the thing too, is if you're gonna have Cav in the game, he's not gonna be your DH, so you might as well DH Belt. You could have probably moved maybe Witt to DH. Who started it too? Was it him or Santi?
I think it was. I think it was.
It was Witt. So
because the outfield was the regular outfield of Varsho, Kiermaier, Springer, and then
I'm pretty sure Witt started every game in May so far.
Yeah.
The other thing you're probably thinking is, I'm assuming they knew going into it that Vladdy was maybe going to be out more than one day, and Belt's going to be starting the next day. So
true. You don't love having him start multiple days in a row.
So, but they were both good. Was this the game? No, this was the game that Jay Jackson got into. He pitched the 1, 2, 3 in the 9th.
Right. The look on his face at the end was just it was great.
Dude, I've never seen a bigger smile in my life.
No, it's awesome.
Like,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how long Jay Jackson sticks around, but he's fun while he's here, and I enjoy seeing the positive energy from him. It's cool.
One of those things where I want to see him get a chance to show like why he should still be on this roster, but at the same time, it's like our law of averages says he's the odd man out when somebody comes back. Like,
I think Simber threw a pen or a rehab game today. I saw.
Okay. I keep forgetting that he's a thing.
But is he? Are we committing to Adam Simber being a thing?
He's a thing until he isn't a thing. Like,
What if he stinks in his rehab appearances? Like, I don't know what he did today, but
Well, he's got a month. You also have Mitch White, who is rehabbing
Is pretty close,
and
closer.
is going to have to be here at some point soon.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to lose him for nothing. So.
No, you're not.
Yeah, and it hurt.
Especially
like,
given the way
dude,
Frasso is pitching.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
He has like a 101 ERA in double.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about it. Whatever. It's a bad trade. It happens. Someone tried to say that the Stroman trade was the worst one.
Prospects to the Dodgers or the Rays.
Just don't trade with either of them.
Yeah, like
period.
Last year, can we all agree that last year's trade deadline was one of the weirdest in Blue Jays history?
Yeah, they just like picked up little pieces that
wasn't that like 20 minutes after the deadline that came through?
It came out
it was after the deadline. They're like, oh, he's been traded. We don't know who to though.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh no, to the Blue Jays. It's like, excuse me? But we gave up Samad Taylor and Max Castillo, and I'm just like,
and at the time he was like unvaccinated too, so it didn't really make sense for him to come.
And then that also got us. It was Zach Pop and Anthony Bass for Jordan Groshans, who I think is maybe hitting under 200 in AAA right now. Like,
not good.
And then
weird. That one looks great.
Yeah, that one looked pretty good. And then obviously we had the Mitch White for Frasso trade.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yep. Oh well, it is what it is.
What it is. Okay.
So I hope Jay Jackson sticks. Game 3.
Please. Game 3. The Big Daddy Cooch against Ronzi Contreras. Big Daddy Cooch did the thing again.
Didn't you just say Ronzi pitched in?
No, Oviedo pitched game 2.
Oviedo.
Oh, they're all the same.
Yeah. Jesus. They have 3. They have 5 of the same guy.
Yeah. So you say Kikuchi went 6.
No, they have 4 and Rich Hill.
Right. Dick Mountain.
They have 3 and Mitch Keller and Rich Hill.
Fine.
Yeah.
I guess Mitch Keller can.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can call him Big Daddy Cooch today. He went 6 1/3, no earned runs, 4 hits, 3 Ks, 2 walks.
The lack of strikeouts
is
kind
surprising. Of alarming.
I don't know if it's alarming, but it's surprising to me. I'm like, with the stuff that he has, you'd think he'd get more swings and misses. But he doesn't.
Do you want to know what else?
Get results?
Facts.
Sure. That's what I mean. I'm not alarmed, but I am surprised.
You want to know what actually possibly could be alarming?
His FIP is like 5
through that, but through 7 starts this year, he has a 3.35 ERA. Do you want to know his ERA through 7 starts last year? What was it? 3.38.
Whatever. It's a new Cooch.
So
it's not the same. It's not the same. I don't know why, but it's just not the same. I just feel way better. He's got a beard this year.
He looks different this year.
He looks different. His pitches
move
different.
Last year he quoted as saying, I'm using last year as motivation for this year.
Perfect. Perfect. Dog.
Good job, you say.
Dog. This is the game that Varsho hit one in the Allegheny.
Yes.
Thank you.
In that 5-run 9th inning.
Yes.
It was in that 9th inning because it was 5-1. Shit got scary very quickly. It was 1st and 3rd with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Jimmy was pitching. Well, no, Jimmy. What did they do? No, Jimmy pitched in the 7th, and they made him do a fucking up down Schneider. And then we got into the point where it was 1st and 3rd. They brought, and it was like Andrew McCutcheon and Brian Reynolds, I think, were up. And they're like, all right, not Jordan going in. And Jordan did the thing. So
I found the one stat about it. Dalton Varsho hit the 68th home run in PNC Park history that went into the Allegheny.
It bounced, but
yeah. Well, apparently not. Apparently it landed.
Oh, BS bounced.
He's the 46th hitter to do it overall. First Blue Jay. Kind of cool. He was 1 away from greatness, though. I don't know. I don't have that kind of information.
I know 2 of the 68 home runs you said.
Yeah.
Two of them were hit by, can't believe I'm about to say this, a person who had such a good month I almost bought a jersey. Derek Dietrich.
Yeah, dude, Derek Dietrich. That month goes down.
It was like May. It was like May 2019. He had like 13 home runs.
The sickest looking home run swing you ever seen, too.
Yeah, doing just the Jordan shrug and like
God, man.
Oh, I remember
that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Was that the same year Aristides Aquino came up and
was later in that
the
year.
Best hitter in the world?
Yeah, Derek Dietrich was like April, May, and Aquino was like August, September, and it was just like,
yeah. Was that also the same year they wore tank top jerseys?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
It was that
So
year,
cool.
and it was that also that year that they had the all blue.
Right.
And they had wasn't Puig on that team? Wasn't it
Yep.
like
It was
Yeah.
him.
Dietrich and
It was
Puig?
Dietrich,
Doing
Puig,
curls in the
Castellanos,
dugout.
Winker, like
Who's
Eugenio,
who's the guy that pitches too? Pitches and
Lorenzen.
hits. Yeah.
Lorenzen was doing the who pitched. Yeah,
Yeah.
was a two-way player. And Derek, I will never forget. Derek Dietrich had went full handlebar for a good 2 weeks, and it was beautiful.
Derek Dietrich might go down as the best player that never did. Plain and simple.
And never did.
That never did.
He
just never did. He was just so good, just never did.
He had I think he had 17 home runs that year, and 12 came in 1 month.
Yep.
I don't know if I go with so good.
So good for that 2-3 week stretch where he hit everything and it just left the yard. If he made contact, it was gone, and his muscles rippled out of his shirt, and he stood there and stared at every pitcher.
I also think 8 of the 12 home runs he hit that month came against the Pirates.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Doesn't count as much, but whatever. Witt had 3 hits in that game?
I believe so. Yes.
Homer and a 3.
Oh, that's right. He did. Yeah.
And a double.
Yeah. Kiermaier
kind of carried the offense for half a game.
Yeah. Kiermaier had a home run in that game as well. So it was a good day.
It was great.
Nate Pearson pitched the 9th. Looked very good.
Yep.
Finally giving him a run.
Did not look as good tonight.
Not today. No, he did not. No, but it happens. Everyone's got to have a bad at some point. You only gave up 1 run. Whatever. This is what it is.
Outing.
Does anybody have any other big storylines we want to talk about in Blue Jays land before we move on?
Blue Jays land. Blue Jays Landia. Let's see if I missed anything in here.
I got nothing.
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Kind of a boring weekend, despite the fact that we swept.
I mean, if dude, our next, just fair warning, our next podcast is gonna be very boring. It's 1 game, depending on when we do it.
Yeah, you're right. Is it off day Thursday?
Yeah, it's off day Thursday, and then they don't have another off day until
I thought we had a massive grind that we didn't have off days.
I think between after the Thursday off day, they don't get another one until I think June 12th, for a month.
Ooh. Well, that
sucks. Did you see Tampa? I don't know where we're 30 some odd games in. Tampa's played 21 home games too.
Yeah, and we've played. I think they said it was 62% of Tampa's home games were at home, and ours were 35.
It'll even out.
It'll even out, but it's just
the race
having the 5th best record, the 4th best record of baseball. With
are the Pirates frauds?
Frauds in what sense?
Are they legit or no?
I think they can legit win the NL Central.
I don't.
No.
I don't think they have.
No. This is okay. Their worst stretch of the year came against the Rays and us.
Right. Sure. I mean, you're gonna get swept by 2 of the top 5 teams in baseball.
We're not just gonna act like we didn't come off a 4-game losing streak looking terrible either.
2 of the best 5 teams in baseball. So it happens.
And also, I think Pittsburgh maybe lost a half a game of a lead in their. They are still in,
7 games.
That's how bad the Central, which is what I'm saying. They can legitimately win the Central.
They are still
the only team that was even 500 over the last 10 game stretch was the Reds at 5-5. Everyone else had a losing record.
Can we have that for a week in the NL?
Man, I just the Brewers. The Cubs, the Reds.
We'll get to the Cardinals.
It's just not. It's not good.
I feel like we need to start with the Cardinals.
I think we should.
We need to start with the Cardinals.
Okay.
So if you've been living under a rock, Wilson Contreras, who they signed to a 5-year, $87.5 million deal, got kicked out of the catcher spot.
Kicked to the outfield.
Do we know why?
No. Here's the thing. He got kicked to the outfield, and then a day later they're like, no, he's just DH. Sorry, he's not playing that field.
He didn't even play game. He just took reps out there. And they're like, nah, he's too bad. And you know what they've done now? He's back catching again.
No, he's not. There's no shot.
I'm not sure if he did, but I'm pretty sure they announced he's gonna catch games for them again now.
I mean, he did just go. It's hilarious.
Apparently, pitchers complained and don't like throwing to him is the reasoning.
Like the story is that he sometimes goes off of the script of like the game plan, but
Sure.
like, granted, if you have a game plan, you don't need to verbatim like, okay, only through this, only through this, then. Like, that's a baseline of what you need to do. But like,
you know what else is cool about being the pitcher?
You can shake
off.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Jack Flaherty.
You can wear pitch calm and call your own pitches.
Yep.
You don't like what he's calling.
Like, also, Wilson Contreras is not like, you're not. Was Wilson? You knew what Wilson Contreras was when you signed him.
Yeah.
He's not.
I mean, he's got a good arm.
He's not a horrible defensive catcher.
He's pretty good. Actually.
Like,
he's a
average.
bat first catcher though.
He's a bat first catcher. They signed a bat first catcher and are shocked that he's not like Yadier Molina.
And they were stoked when they signed him.
Yeah, and he was.
Quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure Wilson Contreras' numbers defensively have been pretty good.
Like, I feel like they're not like. Obviously, nobody's gonna be Yadier Molina, but like,
no, I don't know about that.
Because I think a lot of it's carried by like his
he's got a
throwing abilities. Yeah.
Let's do the old baseball savant. His pop time is in the 80th percentile.
Right.
But his framing this year is like 34th.
Okay.
So he's in a below average framer. Like,
right, but that's a made up stat anyway.
But also, yeah, bat first catcher, 89th percentile average exit velocity, 99th percentile max exit velocity, 85th percentile hard hit percentage. He has an expected batting average of 268 and expected slugging of 461. So like he's doing what you paid him to do. Yeah. Like, and he is like, not.
I know
like,
what.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Connor. You go.
No. He is not the reason they're the worst team in the National League.
No, like I was just gonna say. I know I said I'm pretty sure it was last podcast that is Yadi part of the reason, like losing Yadi part of the reason why they're so bad this year. But that wasn't calling out Wilson Contreras and saying he's the reason. It's just like you can't lose a guy like Yadi who's that big of a deal to the organization, the clubhouse, everything, and meant so much to your pitching staff for the past almost 2 decades, and expect this guy to jump in.
Like, why do I also feel like I've mentioned on the podcast like last week that the Cardinals bullpen ERA, it's like average at worst. Like, they're a deep, like, it's not. So Wilson Contreras is the reason the bullpen is having a pretty good year and the starters are not. Like, sorry, Steven Matz wasn't good with Yadier Molina. Like, Jack Flaherty, we don't know what he is anymore because of like Jordan Montgomery still pitching pretty well. Like,
so I think they might. Oh, he's terrible now. Never mind. Wilson Contreras is 61st in blocks above average.
61st percentile for like
61st overall.
Yeah,
out of 64.
It's not great, but like
his brother, also, however, number 1.
Yeah, he's Williams, great. But here's the thing: this was such a panic.
Difficult to do when you're DHing every day.
It's true. But yeah, the Cardinals just did the definition of a panic move.
Big time. And you just paid this guy
a lot.
Roughly 9. Yeah, I was gonna say 87 over 5, something like that. And you're throwing him under the bus
in your first season with him.
Also, I think it was mainly the pitching. It was like, I don't even think the hitters have a problem with Wilson. It's only the pitching staff.
Yeah,
you're like dividing the locker room. Oh my god! But you know what? It's not like this happened before already, where someone divided the locker room because something a manager said. Tyler, like,
there was another one.
There was something. There was.
I forget. I don't remember the exact quote, but I remember seeing it or something. Who's their setup man? Gallegos.
Yeah.
I think Helsley had a bad game, and Gallegos came in and like shut it down or whatever the next day or something. And I'm pretty sure the quote was something along the lines of Marmol coming out and saying, Gallegos looked good, but basically he's not as good as Helsley, so we're sticking with Helsley as our closer. I'm paraphrasing for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was something along those lines.
Okay, you know what? I like more analytical coaches, like managers and stuff. Typically, fucking send Ollie Marmol into the sun. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think he's done.
How
Has
is it
anyone lost the room in that little amount of time before?
I mean, he's been the manager for like 2 years now, I think.
Didn't he come in like midway last year? Or am I losing?
No. He was there when they made the wild card. He was when they made like 2 years. He's been there for 2 years.
Why did they get rid of Schilt? It was Schilt, right? Was his name?
Oh, that's right. No, Schilt was the guy that he was 2021. They fired him in 2021. Even
okay, that's the year it wasn't.
Why?
They lost in the wild card to the Dodgers on that Chris Taylor walk-off. So it was like,
I don't know.
It was weird. But yeah, the Schilt firing was weird.
I hate this team. I hate them. I don't know why.
They're like usually.
I've hated them for a long time, but
they have a lot of very likable players, though.
Yeah,
which is confusing.
Wilson.
Wayno's very likable. Wilson.
I do not like Wilson.
You know what? I love Wilson.
I fuck
I think
he's
fun.
Lars Nootbaar,
Arenado,
Goldie,
Tyler O'Neill,
Tommy
Tyler
Edman.
O'Neill.
Like they're just
Tommy Edman. Brendan Donovan's fun.
Jay Flair.
Jordan Walker, Nolan
Flaherty.
Gorman. Like they're fucking.
Miles Michaelis is kind of a fun guy to cheer for.
It's a likable team.
How do you not like Jordan Hicks?
Jordan Hicks.
This is a likable team.
Jordan Walker
with a 5 ERA.
Yeah,
dude. This is on. So yeah, I'm fully blaming Ollie Marmol for making this team very unlikable.
I don't get it, man.
They're so
bad.
Are we all in agreement that if they fire Marmol, their first call is Yadi, right?
Their first call is Bob Guerin.
No, their first call.
No,
is Yadi.
I think it's definitely Yadi.
It's got to be Yadi.
Bob Guerin's way more fun, but I think
their call
should be Yadi.
Honestly, if he wasn't still playing, their first call would be Wayno.
Yeah,
their first call would have been Wayno.
No, I don't think so. Name a pitcher that's been a manager. Pretty sure there's one currently.
Dusty Baker was.
No, I know who it is.
Oh, you know one?
Yeah.
Currently or not currently?
I'm 99% sure he's in the National League.
Is it Bud Black?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm 99% sure of that.
I don't think obscure shit I've noticed. But yeah, like what? Also, it was very funny. Willson Contreras, when signing with the Cardinals, he said, "Oh, I just think this organization does it like the right way, and they do it like they're good at it." And then immediately, like 3 weeks in, he's just like, "What the fuck?"
Well, like the shoes that Yadi filled for so many years, that's not who Wilson is or has ever been. I don't think.
No, yeah. You could not have expected him to be Yadi. It just was not going to happen.
Yeah, and
I think it was Mark DeRosa that brought this up. I believe that why not just bring in a stopgap guy on a year or two deal, or bring up somebody young and just kind of let them run with it.
They have one of their top prospects is a catcher, Ivan Herrera. They just don't use him. Also, there was, Cardinals, you were all in on the Juan Soto sweepstakes a couple years ago. You know who you could have used all those assets for? Sean Murphy.
Yeah. You didn't even have to use that many.
Like,
Tommy Lasorda pitched.
Well, that's like
and was a manager.
485.
That was a pretty successful one.
But yeah, Willson Contreras also like while all this was going on, casually the next series he played was against the Cubs.
Like, yeah, and he had a great first game.
Like
hit a bomb, hit a double, looked good. You know who else was a pitcher that managed the Blue Jays? I might add.
Is it Cito?
Was not Cito.
If you tell me John Farrell, don't tell me.
It was John Farrell.
Ooh.
John Farrell was a pitcher, had elbow issues in 91, and then he managed the Jays from 2011 and 12, and then went to Boston.
Only those 2 years?
Guy.
He apparently.
I feel like the John Farrell years were like.
It says managed Jays from 2011 to 2012,
like
and then went to Boston in 2013 and won the World Series.
I mean,
shout out to John Farrell for getting us Esmail Rogers. That's all he was good.
Wasn't it Mike Aviles?
Both.
Who we traded for? No. We traded Aviles for Rogers.
Right.
Oh, okay.
We went over that trade.
Yeah, we did. It was.
I don't think Aviles ever played a game.
No, he didn't. It was an off-season move that got.
I remember that. I was happy that we got Mike Aviles too. Like,
yeah.
like
he was like 50.
Mike Aviles was not 50.
It's felt like it. At the
Aviles
time,
was like
He hadn't been good for like
he's
10
like a key
years.
contributor on that 2016 World Series team in Cleveland. Like he was there.
Nah, he was there. I don't know about key contributor. Was it?
I feel like
You feel
What
confident
position-
in that?
What position did he play?
he was a shortstop.
No, he wasn't.
He was a backup shortstop
Oh,
behind Lindor.
I like it.
The key contributor was the backup shortstop. Your story's not lining up here.
Rajay Davis was a backup outfielder for that team.
When he played.
No, I think he started.
He started
for that team.
He started for that team.
When was the last time Mike Aviles was a starter?
You know what? I gotta look this one up. 2016 was that year, right?
2016.
20.
Side note on that 2016
I'm going with the last time he had over 450 at bats was 14.
2014, you're saying? Okay, I'm looking.
Last year,
I'm just looking at the playoffs right now. And
this is not helping my argument.
No, it's not.
Holy shit, he was a career 589. Oh no, never mind. No, I'm sorry. He was a career 671. That's not much better. Oh boy. Let's see.
He's not even on.
What's his career WAR?
His career,
buddy. He wasn't even on the team in 2016.
Yeah, he was. Oh fuck, he wasn't.
No, he was not.
No, he was on. Okay, he was on the 2015 team where he played 98 games. And oh Jesus Christ. Yo,
you walked that one back.
How many plate appearances
in
2016? Not sure. He didn't play.
2016. He had
during the
181
regular season?
with the Tigers.
With the he was a Tiger.
He was a Tiger in 2016. It was
Where was he good?
The Royals. As far as offense goes, anyway, with the Royals, his first year in 102 games, he had an 834 OPS.
When was the last time he had over 450 plate appearances?
2012.
2012.
Damn.
Yeah. He actually only had over 450 one time. And
I'll walk. Fine. I'll walk back all my takes. All right. Fine. Fuck Mike Aviles. Thank you.
He is a very forgettable player.
Like I'm just gonna say 90% of the reason that I liked Mike Aviles is because he just went
the bat thing was weird.
Ow.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Mike Aviles.
Mike Aviles causing pain.
Yeah. See, I don't even remember that because that's how forgettable he was.
All right, fine. Moving
on. He was good defensively, or am I losing it there?
No, I think
that's what it was.
He was really good defensively. Yeah, that's what it was. I was going to try and say, speaking of forgettable, but I don't really know where to go into the next one.
I do. We might as well rip through the injuries before we get into the bigger stuff because there's not a ton of big news other than Luis Garcia's getting Tommy John. I'd love to say that sucks, but it's the Astros, and I don't want them to win anymore. So I feel bad for Luis Garcia.
He's a good young pitcher, though. It's tough to see.
Do you guys know how many? I learned this a couple days ago. You guys know how many like starting pitchers are on the Astros 40-man right now, like healthy?
7.
5.
Oh, that's it.
5
on the 40-man.
On the 40-man.
Whoa.
Like because I think Urquidy's out. Because
is Lance still out?
Lance is out still.
Yeah.
Like Urquidy, I think, is out too. Now Garcia has Tommy John.
That's tough.
So I think it's like Framber.
Shucks. The Astros are in trouble.
I heard the other day though, just while we're on injuries, apparently pitcher injuries have gone up this year. I don't remember what the number was, but they've gone up quite a bit.
We've already had 3 dudes mid-season need Tommy John.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Springs, Chris Bubich, and now Luis Garcia. Like
who's the second one?
Bubich from the Royals.
Bubich.
All right, that's a great name. Like
Carlos Rodon, another pitcher. Chronic back problems.
He's a big fan of Jay-Z and not. Oh no, I'm losing my black card. That's not a Jay-Z album. The Chronic is not a Jay-Z album. That's a Dr. Dre and Snoop album. Oh no, I need to leave.
That's a tough one.
Just
not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you.
Just ruined my joke too. It's great.
I'm not even editing that out. I'm gonna make sure this is clipped.
I hate. Yeah, you know what? Fine.
And I'm gonna pin it at the top of the thing. Rodon. Not sure when he's coming back at this point. Shucks darn the Yankees.
The rumors are that he might not pitch this year at all.
Yep.
Like
stupid.
Jeez.
That sucks, man. Honestly, like I hate the Yankees, but that sucks.
They're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God, yeah. They're in big trouble right now.
I know that it was a big meme of the entire offseason, but did he not take a physical with the Yankees?
I don't know.
Like,
Because he seemed to have gotten hurt instantly. So
yeah.
Didn't he
go on, take your money and run. He what?
Didn't he pitch in spring training?
I think so. I think
he pitched like a couple outings in spring training.
And he got hurt somewhere around the middle.
That team is Garrett Cole,
who got lit up last game.
A ghost of some old players and a whole bunch of nothing.
Aaron Judge is back.
Now he just got activated today. Like,
okay, I thought
he literally just came back. So that's a little bit of good news for the Yankees, I guess.
Left field.
They got a lot of black holes, my friend.
I mean, Harrison Bader did come back for them too. Like,
true.
So
true. Is that really something to write home about?
Also, the fact that speaking of injuries, and it kind of goes back to the Blue Jays.
They could probably use Monty right now.
They could use a lot right now.
Yeah, they could use Monty and not Montas. We didn't mention this, but Ricky Tiedemann, the MRI came back. Bicep inflammation. He's week to week.
Oh, okay.
So
it's not terrible.
Not terrible, but it's not great. So
no, but it could have been way worse.
I don't like week to week off the hop.
No, but it could have been much worse.
I think
fine.
That sounds like we're trying to avoid TJ, and we're just gonna see
where we're at next week.
Yeah.
It's never great, but
no,
could have been worse. Yeah. Going to Connors, boys. Eloy Jimenez is out 4 to 6 weeks after an appendectomy.
So from every report, they played in Cincinnati, and they think that was a game that they destroyed. No, that was before that game.
Okay,
played it was okay, decent game, and then in the morning we just get the report of Luis Robert just last night went to the Cincinnati hospital, and we don't know
you mean
abdominal pain.
No,
Luis Robert, a great human being. But yeah, Eloy went to the hospital, and there's because he had stomach pain that didn't go away through the night, and just had an appendectomy
and appendicitis. There it goes.
Yeah.
So bad news for the White Sox. Good news for the White Sox. As we mentioned a little bit,
a lot of people are coming back for the White Sox. Tim Anderson just came back this week. Garrett Crochet's coming back. Yohan Moncada could be back this weekend, and
Liam Hendricks. Bigger, way better, more fun story. He's had 2 rehabs outings
You're
already.
Not gonna disrespect Yohan Moncada, but
it's a way better story.
It's a way better story.
I'm not saying it's not great that
no,
Yohan Moncada is coming back, but
Hendricks.
Nothing beats the Liam Hendricks coming back story.
Yes.
His first outing went real well. He 1 inning pitched, no runs, 1 strikeout, only 9 pitches. Didn't go away, obviously. Second game, however, not as pretty. He went 1 inning, gave up 2 hits and a run. It's gonna happen. It is what it is. His velocity is way down, apparently.
I mean,
it went up to 94.3, something like that.
It's not great, but it's kind of expected when a guy's going through
the man finished chemo a couple weeks ago. So he'll be fine.
It was also funny that he did an interview after the first game, and he's like, what was it? He essentially saw everybody when they announced him into the game, both dugouts came out and started clapping. He's like, yeah, that's really sweet, but it's very hard for me to look at the other teams being very nice when I'm a guy who pitches off of anchor.
Yeah, true.
Which, I mean, now we didn't really need Liam to say this. We knew he pitched off anger.
He's a lunatic.
He was cussing mic'd up in the All-Star game.
He's a lunatic. My favorite kind of lunatic, but he's a lunatic. Excited. I hope he gets back soon. That's gonna be fun. We can get some interesting stories. I want to start here.
Quick question before we get to that. Did we on the Jays game tonight? I just thought of this and missed this, so I don't know if you guys talked about it already.
Yep.
Did you see it would have been Richard's last inning that he got a pitch clock violation for not having his warm-up pitches done in time?
Yeah, we didn't talk about this. But so they mentioned
there was
they mentioned
25
on the
seconds still left on the clock.
Apparently the rule is that the pitcher has to be done their warm-ups by the 20-second mark. He was done at 25 and he got a pitch clock violation for it. I don't know what happened there, what the rule is. I haven't seen anything since about what went down there. But
That was
yeah,
the most
obviously,
pitch clock violations I've seen in a game.
yeah, there's a ton in that one.
There was like 5.
Yeah. So it's a weird
Manoa
game
got
pitch clock
one.
violation wise. Bryce got one.
Yeah. Didn't Nate get one?
I think Nate got
Richards
one.
got one, if not 2.
Yeah. It was weird. Seems to be a common theme with the Phillies. It's happened a few times to them. Yeah. Going back.
Before we get into it, are you going to jump into the bigger story?
Yes.
Because I literally just added something.
I saw it. And I do want to get to that too.
Please click it.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's
because
the Baltimore one, right?
Yeah.
Nate, have you seen Baltimore's new jersey?
The leak of the jersey?
Yeah. I don't have the run sheet up. I didn't have time for this. My Wi-Fi is not working good
That's
enough.
Fair.
So
That's
I'm
fair.
not pulling up
I mean,
else.
Someone
you've seen it though, right?
The Great Britain jersey that says Baltimore.
Oh
yeah, that's
no,
the one.
no. You mean, and shout out to Lewis for this. You mean the OSU jersey? The OSU baseball jersey?
I don't know. I don't follow college baseball close enough to know.
Literally, also, Adley Rutschman went to OSU. That's literally just the jersey. Like it's just replaced Baltimore with OSU, and that's OSU baseball jersey. Like,
what does it say?
I hope they go with black pants.
There's literally a little tag on the bottom that says you can't clip these wings.
Fucking what?
That's
honestly
like.
Also, wait, the neckline also has like.
Yeah, is that the neckline
like
though?
Super or is that colorful? Like,
or is that in the back of the neck?
I think it's the back of the neck, but like it's the super colorful back of the neck.
The arms also have a stripe like on it. I don't know if you can see that.
Weird. Also,
this is more of a miss than MLB doing the Players Weekend and going with black and white
jerseys. Yeah,
this is more of a. I'm saying this right now, just off of it. This is more of a miss than those Texas Ranger jerseys. I don't care.
This is more. 100%. This is more of a miss than any other one.
Like
they have to go all black though, right?
They better. Like also, apparently,
no. Honestly,
don't they already have a black jersey?
It's black with orange going across.
This jersey as a jersey kind of stinks. I think you can make this uniform look really good.
It's funny you should mention that, Brant. Do you know what? Apparently, their socks leaked.
Oh no!
It's the back of the neckline. It's that the back of the neck, like the super colorful back of the neckline, is what they're gonna be.
What are their hats gonna be?
I don't know. Probably the colorful thing.
It's gonna say you can't clip these wings, I guess. Like
it's got the whole sentence on there. I think the jersey is kind of boring, super lame, but I think with the hat and the right pants, you can make this cool.
Yeah, it's also
give me your design that makes this cool.
I don't know.
Yeah,
a nicer hat.
No, because it doesn't work.
And I
honestly,
think you could white pants with they have that like almost looks like digi camo like stripes on the thing. I think if you do like a 2-line stripe on the pants.
No, you can't go white with that jersey.
You absolutely could.
No,
we did for years.
You can, but you just gotta commit to the stupidity if you're doing.
You know what they're gonna do? Orange pants.
They do orange pants.
I think that'd be great.
I'm genuinely.
It's gonna look so stupid, man.
I'm in on that. I didn't think there was gonna be a worse one than the Texas
orange
one.
Pants,
like,
orange
full
hat,
uniform.
I'm in on orange pants, orange hat.
I might get on board.
Diamond Dynasty jerseys. All right, cool. Also, apparently
literally because it's just block letters.
Yeah.
Also, the Cincinnati ones. There's a T-shirt that leaked for them.
Okay.
And it's also gonna be black.
It's the year of the black, eh?
I
made it way worse.
Oh no! Oh my God, we also especially what we have to talk about. But my thing was but what Cincinnati did with theirs is instead of the block like white letters, it's like the letters are black, but the outline is like gray and red.
Okay.
Like saying Cincy, which looks a little better.
Fine.
So, I just didn't want to. I just doing this right now because I didn't want to transition.
Yeah, that's a terror.
I just didn't want to transition to what we were gonna do without
black.
I think that's a great segue.
The black Orlando. Oh man,
we got to bring it up. It's a terrible transition, but we got to bring it up.
The worst organization in sports.
God, worse.
Making the news again.
God, worse.
Just one time, I want the Oakland Athletics. I can't even say it. The Oakland Athletics to make headlines for good reasons. Just one time, I beg of you. Because Glenn Kuiper. Obviously, we know what he meant to say. That was not. There was no question on what he was trying to say.
He was trying to say the Negro League Museum.
Yes.
Because he had to go to the Negro League Baseball Museum.
Yes. Which is what they did that day.
In Kansas City.
Yes.
But
which it's not what he said.
Not at all. He went I'm technically the only person that could say it on this podcast.
I was gonna say there's only one person on the podcast that is allowed, but we're not doing it.
Nope.
Because it's stupid.
Just say it started with an N and ended with an R.
Yes.
So
yes. I don't really know how to approach this conversation. He got suspended.
Yes.
By the team or Major League Baseball?
By the team, I believe.
Does he have a job coming into that suspension?
I think so.
I don't believe he should.
I think he does.
I don't believe he should. And my beef with this whole thing is there's so many people in this industry that are looking for jobs. You cannot make bonehead moves like this and continue to keep your job. There's so many people behind you that can do the exact same job. You're not that important as a broadcaster. You really do not matter. And there's so many people coming out of school every single year that can do the minor league job, and you bring those guys up. There's a handful of minor league guys I guarantee you could walk into a major league booth right now and do a phenomenal job. They brought one not that long ago. Dallas Braden was talking about. I can't remember the guy's name, but he'd been in the minors for how long, and he got his first call up to do a major league game literally last week. You have a guy that can do it, and if there's many things you can say on the air and get away with. This is not one of them.
It's something in the Kansas City water for visitors just makes you say some outlandish shit. Because if we remember, the meme of all baseball memes, and
there's a drive to left
by Castellanos was against the Kansas City Royals in Kansas City. And that man, I just want to know, that man, not as far as I know, hasn't got a job again.
No.
In baseball or anything.
And I would argue that his was not as brutal as this one.
I can't even remember what he said.
It was his was like off air, but caught on a hot mic saying essentially like Kansas or some place was like the derogatory term for a LGBT person, capital of the world kind of thing.
Yeah. Not great. It wasn't good.
Oh yeah. The mics, they came back
between
early.
innings.
They came back early and the mics caught it.
Yeah. But this one was like in the pregame, like being like in Kansas City, and we went to the League Museum, and
we had such a great day today. That's literally how we started.
We went to the museum, and like I was just like,
honestly, if he would have said it right, it was just such a whole,some thing, and
it really was
butchered it.
Like that's
Dallas doesn't even react to the clip.
No, doesn't.
Yeah, and Dallas put out a statement like 2 days ago. Like, it doesn't look good on both of them.
No, they didn't say anything on the podcast either. I don't think.
They didn't either. Like,
Dallas wasn't on
today or yesterday. Sorry, Monday.
I think he was on yesterday.
He was definitely on. I heard him. I heard his voice at some point because they were talking about the Pirates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were his last.
They just ignored it.
He was on, but they just didn't talk about it. Actually, we could maybe talk about it. I think they're doing a podcast tomorrow. Like, so that
it's already been.
He's probably not allowed.
Probably not allowed. You're right.
Yeah, he's only allowed to put out the bogus ass statement that he put out on Twitter. Like,
I think it makes it way more ridiculous that Dallas Braden's sitting there with his big ass beard and his bowler cap on, and
just hair puffing out, like
just kind of sitting there, like, I don't know. I don't think that helped.
He also in his statement he said like at the time of the broadcast I didn't think anything was amiss, and then like 10 minutes later
heard it after.
people are just like, oh, this is not.
His apology was dog shit.
Yeah. Oh, Kuipers or Dallas? Kuipers was terrible. Like,
it's just one of those things that, like, if that word flows out of your mouth that easily, it's not the first time you've said it recently.
Yeah, that's like, even if
I don't have that in my vocabulary, I can promise you that it doesn't come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Even if you're,
I'm not going to slip up saying the Negro League Museum into something else.
Yeah, even I don't care if you're on a professional broadcast. If you say the hard R, you're gonna stop yourself. Like, like.
Well, he just carried on. Like,
he just carried on and went about it like nothing happened.
Yep.
Which I like.
He was like,
I don't know. Man.
I fucked up, and apologized right away. It wasn't it like the third inning or something. He finally apologized.
Yeah, because if he say he says it, he says the word and then immediately goes a Negro League Museum, we'd be like, oh, okay, slip up, but you just went, like, because we've heard slip ups before from people.
Sure,
and it's been like, granted, it's not a great look, but like, it's happened. Like,
there was one like not that long ago that happened, and he instantly apologized for it. I forget what it was. But he said it, and he fixed himself right away and kept going with it. But
yeah, like, and like you said, Brant, the amount of like younger broadcasters that are coming up. Like, I mean, granted, he's been there for a few years now. Joe Davis, one of the fucking best in baseball.
Sure.
Like, he replaced Vin Scully, and he's been amazing for the Dodgers. Like,
it's a tough job. I'm not sitting here saying any of us could go do it. It's not an easy thing to do. I was noticing it today. Even Joe Siddle, great baseball mind, really good on the broadcast most of the time, but trying to watch him time up when to speak and stuff sometimes gets a little awkward. And that's a guy that's been in the business for a while.
It's all about timing. And now that there's a pitch clock, there's less.
Way harder.
I know that we're never going to see it again, but I would, for one game, I want Buck to do the play-by-play just to see how fucking off the rails it is.
Brutal. It's a tough job is basically what I'm getting at here.
Yes.
And it can't be done by just anyone, but it can be done by a lot of people that are currently doing it. There's no reason for him to have a job at the end of this. It sucks, man. You made a mistake. I get it. It's a mistake you can't make. Plain and simple.
Oh, and also, while this was happening, just another thing that the A's did, just kind of decided to slip under the rug.
Oh boy.
The Oakland A's are revisiting other potential Vegas baseball sites just weeks after signing the tentative agreement, as the legislative process for the land it's lagging behind a little bit. So
I just don't want to talk about the A's ever again. Yeah,
like, can that just like wipe those games off the schedule this year? You can have off days for that week, and then those games don't count towards your record. Sorry.
Could there just be the bad, like, remember, you guys obviously have seen Major League. Can we just get what that owner wanted and just play so shit that you don't have a team anymore? Like, I'm sorry. Like,
I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't want to talk about this team anymore. I'm so done with
moving on.
Speaking of interesting,
do their pitchers have a win yet?
Yes, I didn't mention this. They did.
No. Hey, a headline that matters.
I think it was in Kansas City, like in that series. It was Kyle Muller. They won 12-8. Kyle Muller got the first A's win of the year.
Good for them. They had to score 8 runs or 12 runs to get it.
Speaking of disasters, the owner of the Orlando Magic is looking to move or to
former owner,
former
executive,
former owner. I thought it said
former NBA.
I saw owner.
I saw owner too.
This is according to Fox Sports MLB, so I'm like looking at this, I think, properly.
Maybe check. Maybe I misread it.
It says a group led by former NBA.
Co-founder. Pardon me.
Yes. Okay.
Pardon me.
Former
Orlando Magic co-founder Pat Williams continues to work toward bringing an expansion MLB franchise to Central Florida. There's so many states.
Wrong things. Yeah.
In the United States. There are a handful of provinces in this country we live in that could currently house an MLB team. There are currently 2 teams in the state of Florida
that are like bottom.
They are ranked 29th and 22nd. And the only reason the one is in 22nd is because they went on a historic start to the season and finally got a little bit of luck. I don't know why when you have places like Nashville or Vegas
or Charlotte
or sure
or Salt Lake City,
plenty of it, or Vancouver,
Montreal.
I just don't love Montreal.
I mean, but
when you have places like this,
I want Montreal.
Why are you bringing another fucking team to Florida?
And also, there's already a mock-up. I don't know. I don't think this is on the run sheet. There's already a mock-up for the proposed $1.7 billion.
Yeah, and it's the most ridiculous looking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's like tying the basketball arena and the ball diamond together, is it not? In some big glass dome, like it's what the Astrodome was going to be or was, like all glass.
Yeah, like it's a complete glass roof. Like,
you guys seen Planet of the Apes?
Half of the
no,
it's a very random side.
Have you seen the hell's the TV show with Pedro Pascal, the zombie one?
Last of Us.
You seen Last of Us?
I mean, I played the game, so.
Well, you know, in Last of Us, how like everything's like overgrown.
Yeah,
that kind of looks like this, like with the trees just seemingly on the top of the glass.
Yeah, this mock-up is.
It's a very utopian looking building.
It looks like SoFi Stadium just on crack.
Yeah.
So the Rams. It's the Rams Stadium on crack.
Also, you have a glass roof in Orlando.
In the summer.
In the midsummer baking heat.
Hey, they did it in Houston.
Houston's dry heat?
You're inside.
Sure.
Them ACs.
Does
it's still the same?
Does the heat get wet inside?
Could.
We're not having another science episode here when we went on a fucking 30-minute debate about water being wet or fire.
Does Houston have an entire glass roof?
Yeah,
the Metrodome did. I am pretty sure.
Well, the Metrodome's in Minnesota, so
fuck
the Astrodome.
The Metrodome definitely did not.
It's almost midnight, and I've been up since 6 o'clock. So
fair.
The Astrodome. I'll look it up. I don't recall that being glass.
It did.
I thought that looked like the Metrodome.
It had some glass. I do know that. Like
Astrodome.
At least originally it did. It might have got changed.
Okay. Maybe because they realize a glass roof is a fucking terrible idea.
Oh yeah,
everything I'm looking at.
The reflections and everything apparently were terrible.
It's just I don't know how you expect this to work.
Yeah, a third team in Orlando.
I hate it.
So the only thing I want to say is I think that Orlando would do better than both Tampa and Miami, but they don't need another team. Sorry, not Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Yes.
I think
because
Miami.
I think Tampa would do well, but St. Petersburg is, or wherever the stadium is.
It's insane.
The Trop is
St. Pete. Yeah,
is like half an hour to 45 minutes out of the city on a good day. And I've driven in that traffic before,
and it's like I think
there's only fucking nightmare.
I think there's only one bridge to get to it.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. That is some of the worst traffic I've ever driven.
I saw a stat that was like amount of population per 30 for a 30-minute drive from your stadium.
Yeah.
The Rays are last with like 600,000. The 29th ranked team was like 1.1 million.
Yeah.
Like
I get it. Orlando would probably be a better city, but when you think
Orlando is a better safe place than Miami, because Orlando only has only have the Orlando as far as sports teams go only have the Magic.
Yeah.
Miami is just
so
much more.
I guess professional teams. The Solar Bears are there,
but like Tampa has the Lightning, like
none of them.
The Buccaneers, like
are the Bucks in Tampa? Yeah, they are.
The Bucks are in Tampa.
They're in Tampa.
They're in Tampa.
Okay.
I believe so are the Lightning.
The Lightning are in Tampa. Like
okay. I thought one of them was.
I don't know the geography. The Rays. I don't know.
I thought there was another one, but
I don't know the geography to from where in the Panthers play in Sunrise. It's very touchy subject right now.
Yeah.
What is the relation of Sunrise to like Miami?
I don't even know where Sunrise is. Here's my overarching issue with this whole thing.
It's like Fort Lauderdale, I think.
Oh, so it's like up.
I believe
it's like north.
No, maybe I'm wrong. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Regardless,
I believe.
my main problem with the entire idea of bringing a team to Florida, when you think of states that you're going to visit, Florida is such a touristy state. You're not going to Florida to watch baseball games. You will go to Nashville, and there's lots to do in Nashville, sure. But you'll go there and be like, hey, let's go check out this expansion team and watch. I know we probably wouldn't. Vegas. Vegas is a great example. Vegas flourished with their NHL team because people showed up to see this show in Vegas that is this NHL team.
I mean, it also
maybe it doesn't have long-term value.
It also helped that same Florida team went to the Stanley Cup in their first year. Like,
yeah, of course. But they still put on they're an entertaining team. Seattle.
Vegas.
I know. I got what you're saying. Seattle did a great job bringing in people because it's not, you're not going to Seattle to go lay on a beach. You're going to Florida to relax in the sun and lay on a beach. You don't want to go and sit in a glass dome. It's dumb. Also, there's a reason you don't go to what do you call it? The Trop, because the Trop sucks. Why would I want to go to Florida to sit inside in a big bubble?
Also, Sunrise is basically Miami.
Okay.
It's like a suburb of Miami.
Why would I go to Miami to watch a baseball game? I'm going to Miami for specific reasons. Baseball's never going to be one of them. Nashville has done a great job with the Predators. They could easily do it with any baseball team that comes
Tennessee, they also have the Titans. And Tennessee, anyway, has the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Memphis.
It's Memphis, but
you could do a baseball team in Memphis.
Bit of a tour.
Yeah. It's
also
any of those type of things.
It'll be Nashville first. It should be.
I think it should be Nashville first. Like,
if Nashville leans into like the country vibe and goes similar to what the Golden Knights did, that would be
kind of like what the Predators did.
Yeah. Like,
I'm saying, like live music in the outfield and stuff.
Yeah, like what the Predators do.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The Predators put on a show. They literally shut down the strip, and you can walk through and do all sorts of things. And then you go in, and they have a stage.
They shut down the strip every weekend.
It's very true.
The whole strip is just permanently shut down. But
if this Orlando team happens, bottom 5 name in the entire league, bottom 3, it's the fucking Dreamers.
That's dumb. It's just dumb.
Bottom 3.
There is not one thing about this that makes sense to me. Go for it.
What are the 2 worst?
Yeah. The Oakland Athletics.
No.
I feel like just shit. I gotta actually think about this now.
The Chicago White Sox.
You shut your fucking mouth. That's historic. Okay. The Guardians, I think, is worse.
I like the Guardians. No. I like the meaning of it.
The Dreamers.
The Dreamers is way worse.
The Dreamers does sound like a WNBA team.
Respectfully, Connor, the White Sox just took the Red Sox and made them white. I'm not saying it's worse.
Are we going to do a historical check here?
Hey,
and check.
Hey, there's more White Sox out there than Red Sox.
That's very true.
So I'm giving it to the White Sox or the Red Sox.
I'm just saying it's not a very original name.
I own lots of White Sox. I think I have 1 pair of Red Sox.
Truly, we gotta think about some of these names. What is a Dodger?
Yep.
Like, what is a?
I don't know.
It's the fucking. What's a brewer? I mean, obviously, I know what a brewer is, but could be like. Side note: if the Nashville team was the Brewers, I feel like that'd be great. But Milwaukee,
yeah, I don't.
Milwaukee,
why? Why would it be Nashville?
I don't know. It's the alcoholic country. What? It's gonna be the
Nashville. But there aren't breweries there.
It's gonna be the Nashville Cowboys. Like what?
It's just bad, gentlemen.
Yes.
Who's the AL Rookie of the Year in 2022?
Jeremy Pena?
Jeremy Pena.
No. Come on now. You guys are losing.
Julio.
Oh, fuck, it was Julio. Jesus I was going to say Adley. Holy shit.
How long can you go before you get one wrong? Before I have to tell you the answer.
I think Nate can't get to 2020. I can
combined. Do you think you guys can get out of the 2000s?
Out of the 2000s?
Between the two of you, yeah.
I think we can get out of the 2010s.
Okay.
I don't even remember who 21 was.
21.
Was 21? Wait, no, did he debut in 21? Fuck. Was it? if we get it wrong, can we keep guessing?
Yeah.
Was it Wonder?
That's it.
That was a weird cut.
We'll just act like nothing happened. It's fine.
Yeah. So Wander Franco?
2021, not Wander Franco, but you're on the right track. I'll even give you more of a hint. You're on the right team.
Oh, it was Randy.
It was Randy.
Okay.
30-year-old Randy Arozarena.
I know
2020.
It was Kyle Lewis.
Was Kyle Lewis. 2019.
Oh boy.
This is way harder than I expected it to be. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2019 was an AL West team.
Why is it so hard?
So we barely got out of the 20s.
No, you haven't given it. Simmer down here.
Stop it. Hey, we're trying. The fucked up thing is,
Was it Idolise?
No.
Or see it? No, I can't. No. Was it
not.
Jordan?
What's Jordan, Connor?
Oh.
Right. 2018. You're gonna feel real stupid when
Was it Shohei?
It was Shohei.
Okay.
2017.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge. Connor is crushing.
I thought he was older than
It's
that.
like the point. So did I. 2016 will be a tough one.
Miguel Andujar.
No.
Gary Sanchez.
It is a AL Central team.
AL Central.
I believe he was
Jorge Polanco.
Yeah. No. I think you're on the right team though.
Oh,
Max Kepler.
No.
it's not the right team.
Oh, sorry, it was not the right team.
Because it's Michael Fulmer.
It was Michael Fulmer. Connor. On a roll.
Right
2015.
How was that the right team?
That was not the right team. Sorry, I don't know who I was thinking of.
Are you thinking of Willie Castro?
What?
Couldn't tell you. I don't know why I thought he was on the Tigers. Could not tell you. 2015.
2015.
West. I didn't know this one.
Bigman?
I don't know, but you're on the right team.
Colors?
Nope.
Kyle Tucker?
Nope. Kyle Tucker was a rookie last year.
No, wait, what?
Wait,
wait,
was it?
2 years
no,
ago.
He wasn't.
2 years ago.
No, he
2
wasn't.
years ago.
He was on the
Yes, he
2020
was.
team.
Was it?
That's 2 years ago. Oh, that's
He was
3
on the
years ago.
2020
Jesus
team.
Christ.
Dude, he's the
Psycho.
same.
Kyle Tucker wasn't.
He's the same ARB
Hold on.
eligible as Bo.
Hold on.
He was a rookie in 19.
That's who? I thought you said Belt for a second there. I'm like, pardon me.
Oh,
2015 rookie year. You said it was fuck. This isn't Jordan. I already said him.
Oh, okay, pardon me. Kyle Tucker's rookie eligibility was still in 21.
Okay, yeah. So because
It might have been 20
was it? Wait,
because it was when he played 58 games.
are you
I
sure
forgot
you
it was
got the
short
right
season.
team?
Yes.
because
100%.
who's a rookie on the?
No, I
Astros in
100% have the right team on this one. It's a big name. I'll give you.
Oh, Carlos Correa.
It was Carlos Correa.
Wait, he was a rookie in 2015. Holy shit!
No idea.
That's
2014 Central.
this Jose Abreu.
It was Jose Abreu. 2013 East. No longer in the East. I'll give you
Manny
that
Machado.
one too. Mm. No, not Machado. Sorry.
Okay.
Actually, I take that back. I don't know where he is anymore. But he was in the East at the time, and then he went to the NL for a long time. He's not in the East anymore. No.
Dylan Bundy.
Not Dylan Bundy.
That actually was a decent guess.
Oh, I'm second guessing that now. He might have been in the Central at the time.
Brant, dude, you lost me with these teams ever since you said Jorge
I know.
Polanco was
Sorry,
a
that one's a
fucking
tough.
Tiger.
You'll understand when it comes up. No, he was in the East at the time. Okay.
Okay.
Will Myers.
Will Myers.
Well, he was on Tampa,
I was thinking
wasn't he?
Royals.
He was on Tampa.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking the Royals. We never played for the Royals. We traded before.
He traded them for James Shields.
Yeah. 2012 should be an easy one if you know what his rookie year was.
Mike Trout?
It is Mike Trout.
Okay.
2011 East pitcher. I'll even narrow
Marcus
it down a
Stroman?
little bit more for you. No.
Okay. It's worth a shot.
Do you remember when Marcus Stroman won the Rookie of the Year?
Do you remember
He did
Marcus
not.
Stroman coming up in like 2014?
His rookie year was definitely not 2011. I tried. Shut up.
Alec Manoah?
Lester?
No.
Lester was in like 2005 or something.
Lester's old as dick.
I know. I'm trying to think. Clay
2011.
Buckholz?
No.
Jesus.
Wrong team.
It's not David Price.
No, wrong team. Actually,
Matt
that's the
Moore?
right team. Not Matt Moore. Right team, though.
Jeremy Hellick?
Jeremy Hellickson. I had no idea.
I thought he was
The year
older than
before, I cannot confirm he was on this team. I believe he was, but he was in the AL West.
that. How can you not?
Confirmed.
Because I'm pretty sure he started where I remember him from, but I don't want
You
to.
said 2010
confirm
in
nor
AL
deny.
in the AL West.
AL West. Yeah.
Y'all are gonna laugh at me for this. But why is the
Kyle
first name?
Seager?
Oh,
No.
fuck. Elvis
Finish your
Andrews.
thought, Connor. No, but you're on the right team.
Okay. Was it Brooke Odor?
Nope.
Okay.
Ruben Odor is way younger than.
I
you
mean,
think.
I feel
We
like
went over this.
We all went over this.
He was on this team. Okay. He was in Texas.
Is it Jerk? No, it wasn't Jerks Profar. Wasn't Joey
It's a
Gallo.
pitcher, isn't it?
He's a pitcher. Yep.
Oh, wait.
It's a tough one.
Is this technically you, Darvish?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Yu Darvish was eligible.
Okay.
I think he was too old.
Alexi Ogando.
No.
Fucking Google that. You Google the
No, I
Lexi
didn't.
Ogando.
No.
No, I
Google the
didn't.
Lexi Ogando. Oh, wait. It's not a start. It's Neftali Feliz.
It is Neftali Feliz. Yeah. The two of them go hand in hand for me. I don't know why.
See, I was honestly gonna guess Feliz, but I was like, it wasn't him, and Ogando started.
I can't lie. I thought in my
Yeah.
head, I'm like, I thought Feliz's rookie year was 2011, but so we
I
got out of the-
apologize for this one because I don't know who the fuck this is.
what?
AL West.
Since you don't know who the fuck it is, can we get a position?
Or a team.
Let me look up his. Yeah, I can give you pretty much everything. Oh yeah, AL West, played for Oakland. What year are we in? This is 2009. The fucking guy went 6-3 with a 1.84 ERA that year. He entered the league in 2009 and was out of the league by 2017.
Jared Parker.
It's not Jared Parker. Oh, I forgot about Jared Parker, bro. Jesus.
Those were some
He had
very
two-
forgettable A's teams.
Oh my God, dude. He had 2 all-star seasons in his first 2 years, had a 1.84 ERA the first year and a 1.47 the next year. He was a reliever.
Andrew Bailey.
Andrew Bailey. Who the fuck is Andrew Bailey?
He was on the Red Sox for a little bit too.
Yeah.
He was there for 2 years.
I just like to point out, I am fucking
Never
crushing.
would have got that in a million. Yeah, you
Maybe.
do
Oh,
it
yeah.
right. I
You're
would have
crushing.
never got that.
Nate, you have
I could have sat here for 10
Yep.
years and never told you who the fuck Andrew Bailey is. 2008 East.
East 2008.
Yeah. You guys aren't getting out of the 2000s, I don't think.
Justin
This-
Pedroia?
No,
No,
you're
he
1
was-
year too late.
Pedroia was like MVP.
It's 2017 Pedroia or 2007 Pedroia?
2007 is Pedroia.
Okay, everyone, you'll take that. 2008. The fact that we have not named a Blue Jay because we
Eric Hinsky?
It was not.
Just JD Drew.
Is not.
Okay.
Melvin Mora.
You said
We guess
Think bigger, gentlemen. It's a bigger name. Or a bigger name in the East.
Longoria.
Evan Longoria.
Shit. Okay, that's fair.
2007, you already said was Pedroia. 2006. Central.
Central in 06. Okay.
Central in 06. Think
Carlos
big,
Quentin.
think big name.
That's not Miguel Cabrera. Is it Maglio or no? It's not Maglio.
No. You are on the right team though.
Okay. Al Albuquerque.
No, think big, not big size. Justin
Verlander.
Bro, that's a top 10 all-time name, Al Albuquerque. Like,
2005 West.
I'm gonna guess he was on the Astros.
Josh Hamilton?
No.
I don't even think Josh Hamilton was on the Tigers.
Prince Fielder.
No.
Felix Hernandez.
No. I was right about the division, not right about where he was though. He was an A.
Guy.
No.
One of these.
Miguel Tejada.
No. Pitcher.
This motherfucker was MVP in 03. What do you mean?
Pitcher. Mark Mulder.
No.
Barry Zito.
Closer.
Grant Balfour.
No.
Troy Percival.
No. He has a card in MLB The Show like every year.
Oh, Houston Street.
I was gonna say fucking Billy Wagner. Why?
2004. Give me a second. I don't know where he started.
I'm just gonna point this out. The next time we do this on one of the podcasts, Brant's gonna be in on this. I'm
not gonna be good at any of these, dude.
No. This is exactly. You're seeing us struggle. Like you're gonna face Nate in the
battle. I understand how hard this is. I'm looking at the names and I can tell you I wouldn't have gotten any of these. 2004, he was in the AL West. Again, Oakland A. Oakland A's are running this fucking
Jermaine Dye.
Rookie of the Year board.
Is
Not
Coco
Jermaine
Crisp?
Dye. It is not Coco Crisp. Fun name. Not
Barry
that fun.
Zito.
Nowhere near that fun. Not
Is he a
very.
pitcher?
Mark Mulder.
Not a pitcher.
Okay, position player. Scott Hatteberg.
Not. Definitely not.
Miguel Tejada.
Not Miguel Tejada. He was a shortstop.
Oh, I can picture him.
He's a basic looking dude. Kind of looks like an off-brand Josh Hamilton, if I'm being honest.
Did he have like a soul patch at one point?
Probably.
JJ Hardy?
He did have a soul patch at one point. You're 100% correct. It is not JJ Hardy, though.
Fuck.
What's his name?
Is this going to be the one? This might be it. This might be the one that ends it.
Shit. Come on.
I really hope someone's
Nate.
still listening at this point going, I know.
His last name starts with a D, doesn't it?
No.
I can picture his. Is he number I think he was number 7.
He was number 7.
I know his name. I know who it is. Fucking Bobby Crosby.
Bobby Crosby.
Oh. See?
Bobby Crosby.
I had that is the image I had in my head from Moneyball, and I knew the little soul patch
Because I remember Bobby Crosby had like MLB 2K. Like that's
props Connor.
That's impressive. Once you got number 7, I'm like, he knows exactly who it is, but I don't know how you got to number 7. Where are we at? 03. 03 Central. This might be the one.
Well, you might as well give us a team then.
Yeah, he's a Kansas City Royal. He was a shortstop.
Zach Greinke.
No. He came up and played shortstop.
Obviously isn't Alcides Escobar.
It is not, because we already 2000 and fucking.
I'm just like
Mark Guthrie.
Not Mark Guthrie. He played from 2001 to 2007 with the Royals. Went to the Dodgers for a year, and then
this is
fizzled out in New York.
This is definitely where we lose it. Okay.
Mhm. This is exactly why I said you guys aren't getting into the 2000s.
Is it okay? Like, not to spoil, but I feel like if we get past this one, you think we could get to the 2000s?
Possibly. I think the guy in the year 2000 will also kill you.
Shit.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you anything about this guy, to be honest.
Mike Sweeney.
No.
Yeah, no, he was the first baseman.
Yeah.
Angel Garcia.
Oh, you have the right first name. You don't have the right last name.
I fucking.
Who did you say?
I pulled that out of my ass. I don't even know if he's real.
Who did you say?
Angel Garcia. I don't even know if he's real or not.
You have the first name.
No shot.
Yeah, no, I swear to God, his first name is Angel.
I have Angel.
I wouldn't lie to you about that. His name is Angel.
There's just.
It's not Hernandez.
I only know the one Angel.
Yeah. I think this is where it dies, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Angel Vargas.
No.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm out.
Angel Baroa. I'm just shocked that you got a one name of the two. That's wildly impressive. 2002, you should absolutely know.
Pat myself in the back. 2002, what team?
2000. I think Nate's frozen, so that's not great. I think Nate would know.
That's great.
What team? Wildcats. No, AL East. You should know it.
Nate said this. Is this Eric Hinsky?
It is Eric Hinsky.
Okay.
2001, you would definitely get eventually. It's an AL West team.
This Felix Hernandez?
Oh, apparently Nate's. And we lost Nate.
Yeah, we lost Nate. Yeah. Well, thank you, Nate, for joining us in this episode of Watch Me apparently get Angel Garcia.
2001 is a legend. I can give you that. He played in the West for most of his career.
King Felix?
No, but you're on the right team.
Fucking played on that team. Oh, Ichiro, I'm stupid.
Yep.
Okay, and then 2000 was just a random.
2000 was Kazuhiro Sasaki.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's one would have absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm just going to give myself the ultimate pat on the back because I carried us to 2003. So
yeah, you had a hell of a run, eh? Nate got a few in the middle here, but I think you definitely won that one. I really hope this recorded well so that we have two things. Not entirely sure how this is going to work. Either way, thank you for listening. Yeah. Everything is linked in the description below. Sorry, we gained Nate and lost Nate, and everything was a little.
Hey, we gained Nate for the majority of the pod, so
we got Nate for a lot longer than I expected to have Nate for. So
yeah,
that's promising. We'll catch you at the end of this week.
I mean, we're probably gonna have to do another one of these because depending on when we do it, we might be only talking about one or two games. So,
yep, you're right. We're probably just going to do all sorts of fun things in the next episode because we don't have much to talk.
Another draft, maybe. You never know.
Yeah, honestly, maybe we might do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, look out for that. We'll see you at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Peace.